Hi everybody, I'm back with another video. This makes me happy. I mean, the shorts are quick and easy, but I miss this, talking to you guys and doing the voiceovers for videos because it feels like we get to chat. Even though it's kind of one-sided, but you guys leave comments and so it still feels kind of like a chat. So here I am working on a Carabelle. It's not a project, I just wanted to play with some new Carabelle that I received. So I just grabbed a piece of mixed media paper and I cut it down to size so when it was finished I could just glue it into my small Dilutions journal. So for the background I'm using Distress ink stain, and I have used the colors Tumbled Glass, Mustard Seed, Bundled Sage, Worn Lipstick, and Spun Sugar. Now you'll notice some of the colors, like most of them I sprayed onto the plastic, then added water and did the splotting thing like I'm doing here. But with the Spun Sugar, it was just so light that it barely showed up. So that was one that I really just sprayed directly to the paper. So once my background was all dry and I had it the way I liked it, I decided to add my stencil. And I didn't want to do it just a regular way where I'm either, stenciling paint or ink through the stencil. I just wanted this outlined look, but not, I don't know. I just really wanted to doodle. So I traced the stencil using a black pen to get that doodly look. But I mean, there was no way I was going to doodle this on my own, so I used the stencil. And this is a beautiful new stencil from Carabelle. And I will leave the links and the names of them down below because, as always, it's in French and I don't speak French, so I will have it listed down below. I really like how this turned out. Like when I had completed the background with this, I knew I didn't want to cover it up. Like all the colors from the Distress ink stain and then the stencil that I'm doing here now, it was just too pretty to cover it up. So I'm coloring in my stencil with some Prismacolor coloring pencils, and as you can see, I am not being careful and making sure that I'm coloring oh so pretty and filling it in completely, not going outside the lines. I am really not worried about it. I'm just doing this super loose. The only thing I make sure is that when I change colors that I'm going back over the other color just to get a little bit of blending, but even in some areas it's not very well blended. But again, I'm not worried about it, and when it's completed and you look at the piece of paper overall, it looks great. I like it anyways, but you know me, I don't strive for perfection either. I like my artwork very loose and fun. I used to be, I don't know if I would say a perfectionist, but pretty close. Like it used to bother me and I would always erase, and it would take forever to do art, and I found I was very hard on myself and it would take forever to do anything and kind of suck the fun out of it. So I don't know how, but I don't know, I just learned to loosen up over time. Actually, I think a lot of what may have helped with that was just loose sketches, like contour line drawing and stuff like that. Like that really makes you just loosen up and embrace the wonky. I don't know. I really like the whole sketching. And now I just like that free, loose look and everything. So here is another new Carabelle stencil. And I'm taking some Dina Wakley paint, and my dark green there, the evergreen, it was very clumpy. Like, it wasn't dried up. It's just, I'm sure those with Dina Wakley paints, you know what I'm talking about. It's from a tube. It's not a bottle, so that means, you know, it's older, and for some reason the ones in the tubes, they don't like to come out properly. So it has that consistency. It still works. It's just, you need to smush it. And the other green is lime. So I tried to do it more where the darker green was at the base, and then towards the top of the leaf it was the lighter green. And I just did that in a few spots. And you don't notice it, like, I mean, you can still see the leaves here on the paper. But after, I'll outline it with a white Posca paint pen, and that really makes it pop. You'll see the difference. And it's such a small step to do. Just make sure your paints are dry. Like, by rights, my paint should have been a little more dry, but I'm impatient. And I actually created this in one sitting, like one day, like one time. That never happens for me. Usually I start something and I have to go back to it, like, I don't know how many times, or it'll take a couple days or something. Like, rarely do I start and finish something all in one go. So I was quite tickled by that. Quite proud. And I mean, really, it wasn't hard to do. Like, you look at it and it looks, I think it looks so pretty. Like, I think the inks does a lot for it, like having all those different color inks and then the variety of stencils. But it's not hard. It is not hard work at all. But it gives a great impact. So give it a go. Grab a couple of your favorite stencils, like take a fine detailed stencil and then like a more bold one, and give this technique a try. It's really fun and it's very pretty. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and hopefully we get to talk again soon. Bye. Thanks so much for stopping by. Let me know if you like my videos by leaving me a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can also head over to my Instagram account and say hi to me over there. If you have any video requests, leave a comment down below and I'll see what I can do. And don't forget to check out my other videos.